And here we are. KTM is all washed up. I have one issue going on here. If you check out that with that. So I'm going to start with the fender, see if that's it. And if not, loosen up the front forks and triple clamps and see if I can straighten everything back up. Only other problem I found on here, this is my fault too. Let's see, is it this one? Yeah, I think it's the next one. Yep, a little bit of movement in here. And if you look at my bolt, it's not seated in all the way. So shame on me. On my list was recheck on my bolts, and I checked through a lot of stuff, but obviously I didn't check on the stuff that I just installed because I assumed that was tight. But yeah, I'm gonna go and oh, this here too. I'm gonna have to cut this off because it's just gonna start peeling up and get nasty. And let's see, I know I gotta be low on fluid with all that steam and stuff that was coming out. Yeah, not sure if you guys can see. Let's see if we got the light. That baby is bone dry in there. So like I said in my video, I do have some of that blue coolant stuff. I can't think of the name right off the top of my head. Here's what's left of the helmet. I just ordered a new visor this morning along with the neck brace. Check out the fancy numbers. But yeah, just getting things back together. I think I might have heard Fritz coming out. Fritz, is that you? Fritz, is that you? Alright, let me get this fender going. I'll come back with a checkup. Alright, so I'm back. We're looking a lot better. I took out 2 bolts on the bottom of the fender, and then I was looking at the backing up here, and I was like, well, this is nice and flush, and I don't see any gaps. I was like, let me start loosening up triple clamps. So loosened up the bottom triple clamp, and I could feel it spring back a little bit. See, the bolts are still loose. It's like, all right, well, let me go and do this one. So I did that one. Boom, pops over a little bit more, and finished off with that one. Boom, 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 boom. Everything's good, back and straight. So next I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you guys the race results, because I actually put up the younger C-Class. I didn't put mine because I was scrolling through and looking at, you know, everyone else's race results that I watch and follow and talk to, and accidentally put up the wrong class. So, you know, hey, got to make it correct. So, got to go find my torque wrench, retorque everything back down, and oh, after that, it's going to be fan assembly time. I don't know if I'm going to do it today or save for another day, but we'll see. Alright, bike's back together. I made a couple notes of things I want to do before the next race, and I did find one other big thing. I think it was on this side or the other side, I'd seen a tiny bit of, they call this the shark bite fitting down here, and it actually goes in a pocket right up inside there. So my brand new shark bite fitting is destroyed already. Lucky for me, I ordered an extra set of I don't know what you call these, polymer dampeners, whatever you call them, but I ordered extra set of those and an extra shark bite fitting. So looks like I'm already going to put that to use. I'm going to see if I can find out if that was from the fall or installation error. I don't know, but happy to have the bike back together. Nice clean air filter. Just got to lube the chain. I topped off the radiator, so let that cool down. And do have some engine ice going on. Yeah, buddy. And of course, like you guys seen before, here's the fan. In case you haven't seen what the fan kit looks like on a 2000, and I think this would be 17 and up. So it's a little bit different than my 2008 fan kit. Went on really nice. Same basic technique. There's already some holes in the side of the radiator that you just basically run a screw into, run your sensor, On my 200 though, I did have to run a line back to the battery, and that's actually why I was getting into a big issue. Was the line back to the battery, like my battery just wasn't charging good. I don't know what was going on, but the battery was going dead before I ran out. Either I was drawing too much current out of the battery faster than it could charge or something, but I know this is good to go. So not super looking forward to the hot warm air blowing on you as you're racing, but way better than boiling over. I'm also going to look, this is a 1.8 bar radiator cap. I'm going to go and look and see if they make a heavy duty one. I believe they do. So of course, you know, I placed my Rocky Mountain order already, so it would have been a nice addition to it. I'll just look and see what's available. The engine ice with the fan kit might be just enough to make it by, as long as we don't have a mutter. So that's it. Video after video after video. So here's a follow-up to the Mako 360. This is 2.8 hours of racing and one decent fall, but I actually, the way my bike was laying, I think it just kind of like rolled forward and fell on its side, so it wasn't really a hard hit. But let's take a look and check out anything else in here. Yeah, I bought an extra when I got my Mako 360 just for that way I'd have it whenever it was 40 hours later and I need to change it, not 2.8 hours later. So time to change it out, inspect things, and put it back together. Well, it's been a minute since my baby's had her top off. Yeah, it's definitely been a minute, probably since I put these plastics on. Got the fan on, got the sensor and radiator, put my little thermal grease paste in there, and I already have a plug hookup. So boom, this baby's good to go. Just have to tighten up my upper hose clamp, put back on my Bulletproof Designs radiator guards, gas tank, you know, the whole shebang. Yeah, only thing I seen right here, and this must be from the seat rubbing, because it's the only thing right up in here, those wear spots. And I don't know if it's because I have a aftermarket seat, but I'm going to put a little bit of grease on there, just a hair. That way it just stops it from rusting. Which I'm going to give you, can't call it a pro tip, so we're going to call it a rookie tip. Here's a rookie tip. This is my waterproof grease that I use for, you know, packing my bearings and all that kind of stuff. I put the grease in these little containers so I could just throw it in my toolbox, and I got some grease, which I need to put one up north because I was going to go change out my lever on my bike, and I was like, oh, oops, I don't have no grease to grease up my levers and, you know, this and that. So you could take a whole big tub of grease and disperse it out, you know, here and there. That way you don't have to bring that big old tub with you every time you go to the races. Currently 73 degrees. All right, let's get back to the baby. I want to finish up this day so I can get back to relaxing. My shoulder hurts, my hips hurt, my left leg hurts. Actually, that's let's see if I'm not sure if it's gonna pick it up. Bruise. It looked like I went paintballing, bruise, and then what hurts the worst is my left shoulder, and that one you can't see anything. Thought I had physical therapy today, but I go there because I'm on the schedule. They're like, no, you got this Thursday and Friday. I was like, oh, I so could have used some of my physical therapy today. So that's it. Let's get back getting this baby done. Well, on to the list of things to do today. Put in the green power valve spring. Put on my left-hand rear brake. Luckily, I didn't completely disconnect it from the last time. I just kind of tucked it in and took off the lever. And now I'm taking off pieces of my broken visor. And I thought I had one more brand new visor, but I forgot. I broke off this middle section right here. So it's just gonna have to sit up like that. Maybe I'll put some hot glue or something up in here. I don't know. But it'll make it. And I am so done with putting my transponder on my visor. This is the second time that I've, you know, crashed and broke my visor. And the very first time I had to shove it between my like bar pad and my number plate. This time I put it in my backpack. I broke off this middle section here, and that's where my transponder was. So I'm like, all right, I'm good. I don't need to carry the whole thing. And I went and freaking lost it in my backpack somehow. So shame on me. There we go. It's on top of the helmet. I got some clear shipping tape on top. And once this is on, it's not going to be covering it or anything. Should be good to go. Next is going to be taking a little ride. Oh, I also replaced that shark bite for the Mako 360. Golly, this tape keeps coming up. It's bugging me. Alright, that's it. Got to put the helmet back together. I had to wash my pads. I sweated like a dog that whole race. That was soaked like a sponge.